Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I hope everyone's having a good day. Thank you so much for visiting my channel, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit the like button. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I have this gift box that opens up like this, and there is this adorable little lip balm that's in the shape of the ice cream. That's why I use the sweet ice cream bundle. This is so adorable. These were in the summer toys section of Walmart, and they were $1. And I just couldn't resist them, so I got them, and I decided to make a box for them. But this box is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4, and this will fit a lot of things. These come up, but they're there just so that this section doesn't fall squish in there. But lots of different things would fit in here, but I wanted to make it exactly for this. And over here you can write your sentiment. Alrighty. I use the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set with the Ice Cream Cone Builder Punch. I use the Scallop Contours dies, the Rectangle Stitch dies, and the Layering Circle dies. Now these two are they are in our new annual catalog. The paper that it was originally introduced with in the mini catalog has sold out, and that's not coming back. But we can still do great projects with this bundle. So let's get started. We need a whole bunch of stuff. We need a piece of fresh freesia that is 9 by 8 1/4. This basic white for stamping. We need a piece of basic white for the inside that is 3 by 5. We need this from the Scallop Contours dies, and this got a little wonky on me. The humidity here is horrible. I cut this out earlier, but it is 3 3/4 long. So that's from the Scallop Contour die. This is from the Stitched Rectangles, and this is from the 2021 to 2023 in color DSP, the 6 by 6, and it is 3 1/8 inch long. So if you need to know which scallop of the Stitched Rectangle dies, that's the one. And then this paper is from the Pansy Petals DSP, and we need one piece that is 5 by 3. 2 pieces that are 5 by 3/4 and 2 pieces that are 3 by 3/4. And we need one of the layering circle dies, a scallop out of fresh freesia that is 1 1/2, and the circle we're going to be stamping the sentiment here, and then we'll cut it out with the smaller circle that goes with this. Alright, so that's all the pieces that we need. So let me just get my Simply Scored, and we'll start. Alrighty, so we're going to start on the 9-inch side, and we're going to score at 3 1/4, 4 1/4, 7 1/2, and 8 1/2. Then we're going to switch it to the 8 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1/2, 1 1/2, 6 3/4, and 7 3/4. All right. Now I'm going to fold and burnish. Now this is what we're going to be doing. Okay. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to be taking off this and this, and just these two right here, plus this piece right there. Alright, it's not too hard, and I'm going to go over it with you slowly. Okay? Alrighty, so what we want to do is there's a skinny rectangle up here, a skinny rectangle on the left, and a skinny rectangle on the bottom. Okay, we're going to start on the left hand side. We're going to get rid of this square and this rectangle. And usually we wedge, but we don't want to wedge. We just want to cut that straight, just like that. Okay, now there's a square and a rectangle. We're going to cut up the side straight. We're going to get rid of this rectangle, and then we're going to wedge the square. Okay, alrighty. Now we're going to leave this rectangle and this rectangle alone. We're going to cut the side of them straight. And then we have a square and a rectangle. We're going to cut the other side of them straight. We're going to cut off this rectangle at the end and wedge the square. Okay. And then we're just going to get rid of everything, these two rectangles right here. We're just going to cut a straight line. Okay. And that's one side. Piece out of there. Okay. Now we're going to take it and turn it so that the skinny rectangle was on the top, on this side, and this bottom. And we're going to mimic everything that's on this side. Okay, so we're going to take away this rectangle and this rectangle. So go to the edge, cut it up straight, and then we're just going to take both of them off. Okay. All right, so this is a square and a rectangle. We're going to cut straight on the side, get rid of this rectangle on the bottom, and wedge the squares. Okay, now we're going to go to the other side of this two rectangles and cut the other side straight. We're going to, there's a rectangle and a square that is skinny. We're going to get rid of those. Cut off this rectangle at the end of the square and wedge the square. Okay. Oops. Okay. And that's what it has to look like. Alrighty. Now we're going to bring in the detail trio punch, and we're going to round these, the two edges on this, the two edges on this, and the two edges on these. Okay, so let's start up here. Got those, then we'll move to this piece on the side, and then we'll move to this side, these two pieces. Alrighty, now this is what it will look like finally after you cut and round all the corners. Alright, now we need some tear and tape. And I'm going to put two pieces on all the tabs. One close to the score line and one close to the edge. Ooh, I thought I cut it off. There we go. All right. Alrighty. Then we're going to put it together. So I'm going to take off the tape on one side. And what we want to do is take the line here and make it straight with this line. Right? Just like that. Okay, the same here. This line has to be straight with this line. Okay, now we'll do the other side. Alright, and then that is your basic box all put together. Just like that. Alrighty. So now what we need is our designer series paper. Okay, so the piece that is, wrote it down, 5 by 3, we're going to put on the front cover. And I'm going to use liquid glue for this. And I left about 1/8 of an inch border all around. Just make sure that I can turn it like this so I can really press it down. Okay. And then the two longer, the 5 by 3/4 goes on both long sides, and then the 3 by 3/4 goes on the two short sides. Okay, now let's do some stamping. Alright, and we need Crumb Cake, Polished Pink, and Fresh Freesia. So let's do the Fresh Freesia first. And we're going to stamp our ice cream. Oops, you know what? Just put this underneath. That one came out okay, so I'll just leave it. And then I'm going to switch my color. So I'm going to get my Stampin' Scrub and my Stampin' Mist. I'm going to spray and just clean off my... You can use your chamois, and I bought one and I have no idea what happened to it. It's been months. So I don't know. I might have to buy another one because I don't know if it got thrown out accidentally maybe. Alright, let me just look at my punch. Alright, these have to go sideways, so then I'm just going to push that. They came out a little different, but not much different. Okay, so that one was polished pink. And then we need, for the cone, we need Crumb Cake, and we need a scrap of paper. Things fall in here. Alright, first we're going to do the basic body of the cone, and we're going to stamp it in our Crumb Cake, and we're going to stamp off and then stamp on our basic white. Okay, and then we're going to use the crisscrosses for the cone in full strength Crumb Cake. There we go. Alright, now we also have to stamp our greeting in Fresh Freesia and cut that out with our layering circle die. So let's put that up there so it doesn't interfere. It says "You melt my heart." And with, what did I do this with? I did it with the polished pink on our piece of 5 by 3 basic white cardstock for the inside. I'm going to put the happy birthday. So I'm just going to stamp, get ink on it, and then I'm going to stamp it about 1/3 the way down. There we go. And we're just going to let that dry for now. Okay, so that's all the stamping. Alright, now I need my punch. And I'm going to have to cut this off. And I'm going to put my ice creams in this way. One. two. That's our two ice cream, a double ice cream cone, and then the cone part. This I might have a hard time, but maybe not. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool. I'm just going to hold it where I need it and pop it out. Okay. It helps when I use a longer piece of paper too. Alright, so now I'm going to get my silicone mat and I'm going to glue these together. I'm going to glue the polished pink ice cream on the bottom, just a little bit over the top of the cone so it can grab it. And then the fresh Freesia part, I'm going to go up above it. Okay. Now we need these two pieces while this dries, and I'm going to glue the stitched rectangle on top of the scalloped rectangle with liquid glue. Just gonna really work this in. Okay. And then we need some dimensionals. Let's see if this is, it's good enough. Okay. So we're going to put this right on the middle here. Center it right on there. 1, 2, 3. I think this is such a cute gift. I have a couple of little girl birthdays coming up, and I think they would really enjoy the lip gloss in such a pretty box. Somebody did mention to me the other day that they left a lovely comment about how they made 200 boxes for Halloween, and they've thought that probably they would all get thrown out, but my daughters always kept them as little keepsakes. For a long time they kept them. So there's a few kids out there that won't just throw out the box. Alright, now we're going to adhere our happy birthday right in the inside there. And I think I'm going to use Stampin' Seal for this. I want to get up as close to the edges as we can so that the Velcro dots don't rip it up. And if we need to, we can put a little extra glue. Yeah, I'm putting this in there a little bit too high, but that's okay. That's why liquid glue is better, but I really wanted to make sure that I got the edges well without the glue squishing out. Alright, now we can put on our Velcro dots. These are 3/8 inch. They have them at Walmart.com, and also I can find them on Amazon sometimes. I'm going to take them, let me see where I put these. Yeah, I put them on these shorter flaps that fold down. I'm going to put one side on and then the other one on top of it with the adhesive facing me. And the other one. Okay. And then I'm going to try to close this nice and make sure it's nice and even. Oh, I got some glue on there. I'll have to get that off. Okay, then I'm just going to gently open them and press these on very tightly so that they don't come off. Right, and then I'm going to stick my little purple with the hair bow. I just could not stand it. Close it up. I'm going to attach this right in the middle with dimensionals also. Still construction going on in my house. I'm sorry about that. But I'm just going to pull these up. And I'm going to really make sure that's on good. Alrighty. Now I cut out our You Melt My Heart. And I'm just going to use liquid glue to put that together. And I want it to go right here. So I want a dimensional right there and a little bit of liquid glue over here. There you go. Alrighty. Now we need some fresh freesia and polished pink open weave ribbon, and I'm just going to put them together, and I'm going to just tie a bow together. Alright, and then I'm just going to decide which side I like better, and I'm going to get some glue dots. I'm going to put 2 glue dots right on the knot. One right next to the other, so make sure it doesn't fall off. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. Oops, right like that. Okay, and then for the final touch, I'm going to use some resin hearts, which are on clearance right now. They're $3 and change, $3.50 I think, and some Rhinestone Basic Jewels, the sprinkles. The Rhinestone Basic Jewels, I believe, are still in our catalog this year, so you don't have to worry about those. But these are going to be going away on the 30th. Day before our new catalog, mini catalog comes out. Okay, so that's the resin dots, and then the Rhinestone Basic Jewels. I'm just going to put 3 of each. Okay, and then I'm going to put 3 of the jewels on the sentiment just at the bottom. Oh goodness. There we go. And that's my project for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you would like to purchase any of these products from Stampin' Up, I would love it if you would purchase them through me. My address is at the top of the screen. It's katherinetiemann.stampinup.net. And if you have any questions, I will leave my email address below. And thank you all for such lovely comments that you leave. And I'm so happy that a lot of you are using my tutorials and they're very useful to you. Okay, I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.